Alright, so hey guys, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. So today I have something very exciting to share with you, and that is the ROG Phone 5. Now I know there are a lot of videos out on YouTube and everyone is talking about how good is it as a gaming phone. Obviously it is made for gaming, so it is definitely suitable for those of you out there who game a lot. But there is one thing that I also want to talk about in this video. It's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be explaining to you why I think that you, even if you're not like a hardcore gamer, just an average user like myself, should also consider getting the ROG Phone 5. Alright, let's start off with what I think is really cool about this device right here. So before I start that, this device here is retailing in Malaysia for about 2,999 ringgit, so just 1 ringgit under 3,000 ringgit. And it's a pretty good price, especially since it's coming with some flagship specs. And before I show you the device, which I have actually been using for quite a while now, I want to talk a little bit about the box, because these days phone manufacturers are trying to cut all the stuff that they say you might need in the box and being environmental friendly and all that by giving a very tiny box like this. I'm sure Apple does that, Samsung does that, a couple other brands does that, but I'm very happy to say that Asus is not thinking on the same page as them. We do get a very fancy box, and the unboxing experience, guys, is really spectacular. So I'm sure, again, like you've probably seen other videos, but we do have this very nice printing all over here. And more importantly is what actually came in the box with the Asus ROG Phone 5. So first and foremost, I'm going to show you this pretty cool case in the box. Usually we always get a silicone case that looks really boring and all that, but for the ROG Phone 5, we actually do have a very nice case right here. Very fancy looking. Apart from that, you also get some stickers, and I think these stickers also looks pretty cool compared to what we've been seeing in other phone manufacturers. So this is also very nice. By the way, I'm also using an Asus laptop for all my editing, so I'm pretty familiar with this brand right here. Moving on, we also get a very nice charger in the box. I mean, this is sometimes we just get these chargers in the box, but I kind of like this totally blacked out ROG 65-watt charger. It's very fast. This is what you're getting in the box there. Again, very nice stuff. And before I show you the device itself, yes, we also do get this braided Type-C cable. So very impressive stuff that come in the box. I must also point out very briefly the pin, the SIM ejector pin. It looks very cool. Has a nice Republic of Gamers writing at the back there. But yeah, everything is really good in terms of the presentation. And last but not least, we also get to see the phone itself, which, to be honest, it's a very impressive looking thing. So personally, I have not really tested out a lot of gaming phones, so this is probably one of my second or third gaming phone. But when I first unboxed this for the first time, I was really in awe. Like, I was so surprised to see this kind of design on a smartphone, because it just looks really good, guys. I mean, we have this LED matrix at the back here, which you can actually customize to show any color you want. It also has different patterns. For example, I just hit another button right there, so you can see it's like a crossfade kind of effect going on. By the way, sorry about the rain outside. It's raining cats and dogs, so if you do hear some thunderstorms, please forgive me for that. Alright, moving back to the device, like I said, it is a very premium looking device. It feels a bit heavy as well. We do have aluminum on the sides all around here, and of course, we have that large display at the front right here. Alright, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about this device right here, because we do have a couple of stuff around this device. So on the top right and left corner right here, actually these are actually your air buttons or air triggers, where you can actually press them to actually activate certain items in your game itself. So for example, you can use both these top pressure sensitive or touch sensitive buttons here to actually play your games and activate some other commands. So that's pretty cool right there. If you move the phone to the bottom here, notice that you do have a dock here that works with my little fan on the right, which I'll talk a little bit more later. So you also have a Type-C port here at the bottom. So just in case you're gaming like this and you run out of juice, you can actually put in the cable through the bottom section right there. And I think that's really user-friendly. Obviously, you also have one more Type-C port at the bottom right there. You also get your headphone jack that supports pretty much a lot of audio codecs. So that's really good on the Asus ROG Phone 5. Alright, in case you're wondering if we can charge both together, so far I've tested it and I'm not sure if you're getting faster speeds, but yeah, you can choose to charge either one of these sections right there. Alright, so back to the front, why I think this is an excellent device for people who do not game so hardcore, and also why, if you're looking for a smartphone that you want to last at least 2 years or maybe even 3 years, you should actually check out the Asus ROG Phone 5 right here. First thing I want to talk about here is actually that display. So we do get a next level display. This is a 144Hz AMOLED display that is amazing, guys. It is really smooth here, and my goodness, guys, everything is just so fluid on this device right here. It is so fast. I mean, everything is just crazy fast, guys. So the sampling rate on this device is also 300 Hz, so expect that to be pretty quick as well. Let me just show you a quick graphic right here. Just look at how fluid that is, guys. I mean, I've never felt something so fluid in my experience with smartphones. So 144Hz is definitely one of the top. And while I'm doing this, I'm actually feeling a bit of haptics going on with the phone itself. So I want to point that out very quickly because it does have this very nice haptics engine that gives those little tiny vibrations whenever you do some interactions, just so that it feels that bit more engaging. So I love that about the ROG Phone as well. Alright, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. If you just use your phone for watching YouTube videos or, you know, like watching Netflix, and even for playing games, this display is nothing, it's just nothing short of spectacular, guys. It's really that good. Alright, enough about that display though. Let's talk a little bit about that performance. So naturally, we do have a Snapdragon 888 in here. And my variant here is actually the base variant, so it comes with only 8GB of RAM and 128GB of fast storage. Alright, so let's check out a couple of benchmark scores that I actually did. So I do have my Geekbench right here. You can see the scores here. I don't have to read it out, but it's practically what you would get with Snapdragon 888. Apart from that, I also did the 3D Mark test right here, and you can see the scores once again. For the wildlife, I got 5.7K, and in the wildlife stress test, notice that my best loop was 5.7K, whereas my lowest loop was 5.4K. So this translates to a stability of 94%, and what this means is that if you plan to play games on like pretty long hours or maybe just for a long period of time, the ROG Phone 5 here will definitely hold up in terms of stability because it will be able to maintain that FPS throughout your gameplay. One thing I need to note here, however, during gaming is that I do realize that the device does get a little bit hot in the central section right here. It's pretty smart of Asus to actually design that so that the heat is only at the back in the center section, so that even if you game and you're holding the sides, you don't feel that much heat. But this is where this aero cool thing comes in. So it acts like a fan. It's very easy to snap on. Let me just show it to you very quickly. So using the dock at the bottom right here, I just align it and I just snap it on. And basically what I get here, sorry about that, what I get here is a cooling system. You see that? Aero active, cooler plugged in. Alright, so I'm just going to get out of this and show you very quickly. It also works as a dock at the back here. So you can just put your phone and let it run like that. So very nice stuff there. It also comes with its own RGB going on. So pretty cool stuff. And you can adjust the speeds of the fan here in the Armoury Crate app. So you can control a lot of stuff of this fan directly on the phone app itself. So very nice stuff there. It does help to reduce the heat, and you can actually hold it like this and it will not block you at all. Another thing worth mentioning is that there are these buttons at the back here, triggers that you can also program to work as, you know, shortcut keys for other kind of functions that you want in your game. So it's very nice to have this here as well. Overall, I think it's a really neat idea, especially how the way it connects to the dock at the bottom of this ROG Phone 5. Alright, let's remove that for now and put this aside and continue about this device right here. Alright, so enough about gaming. In terms of actually using this device on the daily, I mean, I must say it just flies. Everything, social media is super quick. You don't have to wait for anything. Even Instagram, for example, launches up fairly quick as well. And again, I must just applaud that 144Hz display right here because it's just so buttery smooth. So like I said, if you're looking for something to last you 2 to 3 years, maybe at least in terms of performance, the ROG Phone 5 here will definitely help you out in that sector. Alright, so let's move on to the next point right here. That is where we want to talk a little bit about the cameras at the back. So I understand that the cameras, just like what everyone says, is not the main priority of gamers. But Asus is kind enough to put in a 64 megapixel IMX 686 sensor at the back here. So you do get some decent photos. You also have a 13 megapixel ultra wide sensor that does a pretty good job. And last but not least, a 5 megapixel macro sensor. So all these numbers are just numbers once again, but I was able to take some decent shots both in the day and at night. So I'm going to show you a couple of samples here that you can take a look for for yourself and think whether this is something that you are okay with. Personally, I think that if photography is not your main concern, this Asus ROG 5 here is still able to pull in some pretty decent shots both in day and night. And yeah, this is what you can expect from the Asus ROG Phone 5. Alright, moving on to my next point, let's talk a little bit about the battery in the back. So we do have a 6000 mAh battery, and to be honest, I've been trying to kill the battery off throughout my entire days of use, and it was really hard to get it to go down. So this phone is one of the phones that has actually lasted the longest in terms of battery life. I'm definitely getting at least 1.5 days on a single charge, guys, and that is not something that we see very common on other devices right there. I think my buddy Han from Han's Tech Talk, he used to have an Asus ROG Phone 4 or something like that, and he was always telling me about how the battery lasts so long. So this is also one of those endurance champions. So if you're looking for something that has a great battery life and also flagship specs, the ROG Phone 5 here is here to help you out. Again, if you do run out of juice, you do have this 65-watt charger that came in the box, so you should be able to juice up your device fairly quickly. So like I said, this is not just meant for gamers, guys. Even average users or maybe mild gamers like you and me, we can definitely still leverage on the technology that's available for the ROG Phone 5 in our daily lives with this device right here. Last but not least, I want to talk very quickly about that stereo speakers. So the stereo speakers here is another awesome job. It goes really loud, and in fact, let me just try and get a music playing so you can see what this thing is all about. I personally feel that this speakers here gets a bit 3D-ish, so it sounds really clean. Let's see what we have here. Let's just go with one of those non-copyright music so we don't have any copyright claims. Alright guys, so that was just a sample of how the dual speakers sound like. I know it is quite difficult to actually convey this sound quality through the video on YouTube right here. But yeah, trust me guys, this stereo speakers here is one of the best. It gives this really awesome and excellent audio experience. So even I personally don't use the headphone jack that much, so I've been using my stereo speakers here most of the time. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much what I want to cover with the Asus ROG Phone 5. Personally, like I said guys, if you're looking for a flagship device right here and you're just bored with what's the mainstream, you should actually check out this Asus ROG Phone 5 right here, because it just comes with so many features, so many fun features actually, that actually makes this phone very special to own, and I actually enjoy using it throughout my entire past 1 week plus with this device right here. So yeah, it's very positive kind of experience with this phone right here. Alright guys, if you have any questions that you would like to know more about this Asus ROG Phone 5, let me know down in the comment section below. If you like this chilled video, don't forget to give me that thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!